Yeah, with that young core that I mentioned, like Fati, Gavi, Pedri, which team do you guys think has the best young core? Like any league in football
Right now?
best young core.
Probably
Right now.
Milan.
Milan.
Their average age is 24, and they're literally competing for Champions League
Um,
against two good teams.
Are
I know they
are
lost both of them.
competing?
Yeah, both teams that
They're
they
in the
played.
Champions. They're not competing though.
Yes, they
There's
are.
the difference.
They had two.
Half of them are in hospital beds right now.
Yeah, they had two great games against Atletico Madrid and Liverpool.
Are these youthful
Yeah, you know
players?
what?
Are these
That's
players like healthy? Are they?
Yeah, they're
expected
okay.
to-
Listen to their youth. They have Tonali, Tomori, right back Calabria's. Well, what do we consider youth? Like,
I don't know.
what
So
is-
that's what
23 and under.
20,
23
yeah,
and under.
23, 20, 21,
23 and
22.
Yeah,
Right,
23 and under.
U23.
How old is Manyan's?
You
too
can
old.
put Teo Hernandez there.
Theo Hernandez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benacer, Kessie. Kessie's too old now.
Still young though.
Wait, how old is Teo Hernandez?
20.
20.
I think he's a 97. So
He's a
like,
97?
some of these
Wow.
guys might just be like just on the edge of
On the
being
brink.
considered
Yeah.
like
But
a
you could
young
put
but
them
you
in
could
there.
put him. I'll
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
Theo in that young
Yeah,
talent.
you got him.
100%.
That's
I didn't
fine.
realize Teo's that young.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Liao, Salamakers. Like they have a good core.
Brahimi.
Brahimi.
Raheem's
No,
good.
it is a
Raheem-
very
Raheem Diaz.
underrated young core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because none of them are like superstars, but
Yeah,
like
But they're all
it's a good
ballers.
young
They're all
core.
low
They
key
got the,
ballers.
they got the
yeah.
grinta, right?
Yeah.
I think I know your
Yeah.
answer though.
Dortmund.
Barcelona.
Oh.
Really?
Really?
What do
you
you
think?
shocked?
No,
Yeah,
no, because
shocked.
Dortmund have a really good young
They do.
core.
They
so
Yeah,
do.
I know. Dortmund have a
I think
nasty
so.
young core
I think
too,
Dortmund
but-
too.
They always do, man.
But
They-
I don't know. Like what I like about Barca is they have like players in every. Remember we were talking about this. They have players like in every position. They have like
Mm-hmm.
good young defenders. They have Araujo.
Mingueza.
They have
Mingueza.
Mingueza. They have good young
Unfortunately, Garcia
midfielders.
too.
They have Pedri. They have Gavi. De Jong is still relatively
Yeah.
young too. Then up top you have players like Fati. You still have like
What's the other guy?
kinda
The
Dembele.
Austrian
Dembele
dude?
kind of.
Demir as
Demir.
well, Yusuf
Yeah.
Demir
He,
as
he has
well.
he gets minutes. He's not.
Right.
He hasn't really broken out of his shell yet, but he gets minutes.
yeah.
So it's like they have like a lot of young talent like
Mhm.
spread out throughout the pitch. Whereas like some teams I feel like have maybe certain areas of the field where they're concentrated on young talent. Like I feel like a lot of teams now, especially after seeing what teams like Dortmund and like Benfica have done with like young attackers, they kind of go all in on young attackers, try to make them have a star season, sell them for 80 million.
Mm.
Right? A lot of teams I think do that, but Barcelona right now they have a very balanced young team. You know what I mean? They have like all over the pitch. So
Well,
I
yeah,
think like as a
if you
whole
have-
core, if
Mhm.
you're looking at a team to kind of grow together, that's like the good recipe, right?
If you have players for $1 billion release clause, then that means there's
They gotta
something.
be-
There's
they got-
something
they
good.
gotta be
They gotta
bloody
be good,
decent,
and
yeah.
they gotta be players that you don't want to get rid of, right?
Yeah.
Because I know teams like Barca, they have players that they get rid of from their from their youth teams. A lot of players play in the La Liga. A lot of players go to like Betis, whatever and whatnot. But
they come back.
they do have a lot of strong players who stay in the league and come up from
Yeah.
the youth. What do they call it again?
La Masia.
La
La
Masia.
Masia.
Yeah.
But they play first level football once it's a couple years, right? So
Yeah.
look at
Yeah, you can. What I'm gonna say is you can definitely see some good in the bad that we're in financial debt and all that stuff
Yeah.
that we have to kind of force to play young players. If we were in a situation where we're in financial debt, we probably would have got some other players to have in the midfield.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be giving Gavi a chance. You wouldn't be giving all these players a chance. But I mean, there's always good and the bad, right? So
Yeah,
you got a
that's
nice young
valid.
core. You got Dest too, that's balling out, and Barca's on the come up.
It's a really good young
Yeah.
core. I
Yeah.
think if I had to name a couple, Barca,
Yeah.
Dortmund,
Yeah.
because Dortmund have Haaland, Mukoko,
Mhm.
Bellingham.
Malin.
Malin.
That's like
Reina.
yeah, like that five, like that starting five is like
Defensively,
nasty.
Defensive.
Defensively, right?
Defenders.
Like they have two world-class center backs that are kind of
All right.
a little older right now. Young-wise, they have Zagadou, can't stay fit, but when he's on, he's a
got
good
his
talent.
shot.
Moreira, right back, was good until he got
Mhm.
injured.
You're right.
And now they have Colbel and Net, who's 23, and I think he's very,
Yeah.
very top
You're
keeper. So
starting
we
to see
finally
it,
have like a
for
good
sure.
keeper, young as well. But I definitely think like if that's like an area of the pitch, I think they need to kind of focus on a little bit would be bringing in some young talent at the back, and I think they're gonna focus on that probably in the summer,
That's true.
realistically. 'cause
One league we didn't mention at all. No Premier League team.
No, I was about to mention Man United.
Man United.
no,
Ah.
no.
Yes,
Ooh,
Rashford, Sancho,
okay.
Greenwood,
that's 3 players.
yeah.
core,
Rashford,
young
that's not-
core.
that's
but
not our-
Rashford is pretty like
He's a
he's still-
97
he's
still.
he's still young for sure,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like he is, for Man U, he's kind of like
Already proved.
Yeah,
it.
he's
he-
at that senior level.
He's
now.
a young vet. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a senior level. Sancho still hasn't proved anything yet.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's a player we've been
Greenwood for sure.
Greenwood for sure. That's the one
Besides
player.
that-
Besides that,
Scott McTominay.
not really,
right.
I don't know about that.
right?
And then Man City, who do you have? Foden. That's it, basically. Nothing.
Grealish.
You could.
Gross is like
Grealish is like
26.
26.
He's 26.
Everybody
Yeah,
thinks
he's
this,
young.
everybody
Nah,
thinks
he-
this
he's
guy's
an
like
old vet, he's an
19,
I thought he was
bro.
younger.
No,
Everybody's
that's
no, he's got the Lingard effect.
This guy's had like a whole other
True.
career before people knew who he was.
Yeah.
Bro. He used to be Irish. You know
I
that?
know. I
Some people probably don't know that.
Oh, you know, a team that we actually did miss, Arsenal. Have a young team. But they do have a young core.
They do, they do,
that.
they do.
No, they do have a good
We're not
core.
talking about talent. We're talking about young core.
Yeah.
They have a young core.
Yeah,
Smith
but you,
Rowe's
you
their
also
10.
want them to be talented.
Rowe,
so-
Odegaard.
Isn't
No,
that,
but
isn't
they
that
have
the
some
point?
talent.
Isn't that the
They
point?
do have talent.
No, they do have some talent,
Yeah,
but not world class
yeah.
talent.
Yeah,
So you got Saka, Smith, Rowe. You got
Odegaard.
Odegaard,
Martinelli.
the midfielder, the Belgian guy that came from Belgium.
I forgot his name.
If you can't name him, you can't
what's
be
his
that
name?
good.
Ben
Oh, he's
White.
supposed to
Ben
be
White,
pretty good.
Gabriel as well.
Yeah, they have like a very young team, but I don't know if
Mhm.
it's like that good.
No, but you say
It's
Arsenal.
it's a full young squad, you know. Like they kind of remind me like a little bit like of like a worse Milan. You know, like Milan have like almost like a full young core that's kind of been growing together the last
Mm.
couple of seasons. I think Arsenal are just kind of starting that now, but I think they're still missing like a couple pieces in that team. They got the keeper too, no Ramsdale as well.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's
I don't know.
Yeah, you say Arsenal though. I think Chelsea have a better young core.
Yeah.
Mason Mount, Havertz, Reece James,
Yeah.
Warner.
Warner's
Odoi,
not
Hudson
young.
Odoi.
Christensen.
He's kinda young.
like-
Hudson.
Christensen's not that young. They have what's that guy? Chaloba. Trevor
Yeah.
Chalobah has been
Chalobah's
playing
nice
well.
too.
They got
Even
talent all
what's his
around.
name? Malang Sarr finally played a game for Chelsea. I never thought.
Oh, yeah,
I never
didn't-
thought they
When's the
they would
last-
come,
when
bro.
did he,
I think that was like one of his first caps, like at least in the Prem.
Because
he
he was sent to Porto, no?
He was at Porto, and then now he's at Chelsea. He played, but yeah, Chilwell I think is relatively young as well. Chelsea have a decent little squad as well.
Is that Popeye?
Hold on.
Oh, it was. Bro, I didn't hear that. You guys heard that?
Yeah, I heard that the whole time.
Puppy.
Oh my gosh, I didn't hear shit.
Poor guy. But yeah, just I don't know, talented teams. There's definitely gonna be a lot of players coming up, for sure. I don't know. Serie A, there's a couple players, right? Like you said, Milan. But there are players in every team who are really stepping up.
You see a lot of teams nowadays that are like putting a lot of not pressure but a lot of hope into the young youth,
Like Ajax.
like Ajax.
It's the new formula,
It's
man.
the new formula nowadays,
it's a
right?
new
You want to
formula.
start putting these players, young youth players, out now so they get the experience, right? Grow with the experience and
Yeah.
they develop into those players. Right?
You don't think Juve has a good young core?
They do.
You didn't say them though.
Yeah, I know, but
You see-
I said
yeah.
Milan though. Like, Milan has a better young
you
core
could
than
name
Juve.
another team.
Yeah, they got a good young core. So is Roma. Roma has a good young core
Yeah,
as well.
they do.
Yeah. Who's on Juve though? That's good and young.
Delect, Kulusevski, Chiesa,
Not for long.
Kulusevski.
Kenny.
I don't rate Kulusevski.
McKennie.
Kulusevski's for sale.
Kenny.
He's good. He's young.
He's
Bro,
finished
this
though.
guy's a Bundesliga 2 player, bro. You're talking about
Yeah,
a Bundesliga 2
come
player. Come
on.
on.
He's
What-
not. He's overrated.
What about Fagioli?
Fagioli.
Yeah.
Fagioli.
And there's that other guy too on Genoa.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Rovella.
Yeah,
Rovella.
Ravella.
A Juventini I
He's
follow
still
rates him
definitely
like
good.
very highly. A guy I follow on Twitter, he rates him like really highly. Rovella.
Probably around the same thing as
Sorry, which player?
Fagioli though.
Rovella,
Oh, I've
young
heard of him, I've
young
heard of
guy.
him.
Yeah, I think he's Juventus owned.
Everyone is.
He has Juventus owned. They bought him last year. They loaned them back.
Any good young referees coming up?